Hello guys, welcome back to another Java web tutorial. Today I'll be talking to you about cookies in Java. I'll be teaching you how to make a cookie and to remove a cookie from existence. First thing, let's go to our index.jsp we made earlier, and I'll actually comment this code from here and I'll make a new form. I'll say form, and inside it I'll give input tag of type text and of name user, and I'll have another input field of type password and of name password pass. And the next thing, I'll have a submit button for an input tag called type submit, and the password and the value will be login with cookie. And here I'll have the name and pass like this. And for the method of the form, I'll give post, and I will have to make a servlet. So here for the action I'll give cook like this, and I save this. Next thing, I'll make a new class called cook, and inside it I'll extend HTTP servlet to make this a servlet, and I'll add the web annotation web servlet annotation at web servlet annotation with the URL patterns /cook /all, and in here I'll have do post method implemented like this. And here I'll remove the super, and the next thing, for this cook.java servlet, I'll make a cookie. Now to make a cookie, we call cookie, and we get the import javax.servlet.http cookie implemented, and we'll call this cookie and make it equal to new cookie like this. And here we first must give a key. I'll give the key as cool, and I must even give a value. I'll give the value as request.getParameter and pass the name attribute or inside our input tag called user. And next thing, I close this from here and I make another cookie. Cookie1 cookie2 equals to new cookie, the ID will be cool, the ID will be pass, the key will be pass, and the value will be request.getParameter, and I'll give the pass to this, and I close this from here. And now for the cookie, we can add the set max age for the time interval for which the cookie will be there in the web container. For that, we can say cookie.setMaxAge, and here we can say 60 into 24 to give the set message for 24 hours. We'll do the same for the second cookie as well. We say cookie2 dot set message 60 into 24, and finally let's add the cookie. Where do we add the cookie to? We add the cookie to the response. You say response dot add cookie and pass the first cookie to this, and I'll pass the next cookie as well. You say response dot add cookie and I'll pass the cookie2 to this, like this. And now let's check if cookie we'll have a cookie made cookie equals to request dot get cookies, like this. When the error comes, we say cookie X, like this. Now what we'll do is now the next thing, we'll have cookie like this and cook equals to request dot get cookies, like this. And the next thing we'll check if cook is not equal to null. And the next thing, we'll have a for loop that checks for int I equals 0 and I lesser than cook dot length and I plus plus. So if the cookies are not null, we say response dot get writer dot write we'll have a cookie here, cookie equals to cookies, cookie equal to cook square brackets, like this, and I here we'll make a cookie C equals to cookie index I, like this, and we'll say we'll create another cookie like this, cookie and square brackets will be equal to cook dot cook index I, like this. Like this. Next thing we say cool dot get name, and next we say response dot get writer dot write cool dot get value. And now let's run this and check the output for our cookies. It will take a quiet time to build. If there are no errors, then we can proceed to the browser. Now we'll type localhost 8080 and we get the form that we made earlier, and here we'll give the name as Kulesh and password that as 123 and press on login with cookie. And now we get our values like this. We get the name of the cookie here. This long line is the name of the cookie, and the cool and Kulesh pass are the values that we made inside the cookie. So here we say we'll have a space here and concat this, and we say name equals to and give a space, and after here we'll give a space and say pass equal and space and plus for concat, and let's run this again. Now let's change this to cookie name, and let's run this again. And now let's provide Kulesh as the name and password as 143 and press login with cookie. Now we got cookie name and pass just like this. Because we made more than one cookie, we got all this. We'll stop this and run again. And here we'll say 123 and login with cookie. And now we get the cookie name as this and the pass as cookie name as cool and pass as this. Actually till now we have made many cookies. To remove cookies we must have another servlet made to remove the cookies, or we can do the same thing with another servlet inside our another do post method inside our do get method inside our cook.java servlet. No, we'll have our index and we'll go here and we say form, and method will be get and action will be decook, and next thing we'll have input button, input type submit, and say value as delete cookies. Okay, next we'll save this and we'll make a decook class or a servlet. We say decook, and inside this we'll extend http servlet like this, and we'll have our annotation at web servlet, and here URL patterns will be equals to slash decook slash all. And the next thing we'll have the doGet method, and here we remove the super and we say cookie we'll copy this from here and paste it here like this, and here we say coo dot set max age as 0 to null the cookies, to remove the cookies. And now let's run this program to check the outputs. Here let's refresh this browser and we'll press on delete cookies, and again delete cookies. Here what we'll do is we remove this if block and we say cook dot set cook dot, just give me a moment. Now here we say for cookie cook, and we say cookie dot set value as null and cookie dot set path as this and cookie dot set max age as 0, and finally we say response dot add cookie and pass the cookie to this. Now let's run this and check if we can delete some cookies. We remove this and let's run this again. Let's go to the browser and press on delete cookies. And like that, the cookies got deleted. Here we'll give a new cookie name, cool, and pass as 123 and press on login with cookie. We'll run this from scratch. Now we'll go to the browser, and here we'll say localhost 8080, and here we'll give a name for a cookie. We'll call this cool and pass as 123 and press on login with cookie. And now we got our cookie. Cookie name is cool and pass is cool. Cookie name is pass and pass is 123, and cookie name is registration ID, pass is this. So we got our cookies inside our browser. When we press delete cookies, our cookies will get deleted or removed from existence. Even if we made new cookies, we can't get them because we've set max age for cookies for 0. Let's run this again. We say localhost 8080 and we'll press on login with cookie. Now we get the cookies inside our browser, and we can delete the cookies as well, like this. So in today's lesson, we learned how to make cookies inside our browser. I hope you got an idea about how to make cookies inside your application like me, and I'll recap on this. First thing, we made a servlet of the name cook and added some cookies, cookie 2 with the names cool and pass and request parameters use and pass, and I set the set max age for both of them, and I added them to the response. And the next thing I said, cookie array cook equals request.get cookies, and if cook not equals to null, I provided the for loop to check for cook.len. And the next thing I said, cookie cool equals cook I, and finally I used the response.getWriter to write the cookie name and the password, which are coo.getName and coo.getValue. And in the cookie remove in servlet, I said cookie equals request.getCookies, and I've given an advanced for loop for cookie, and I've set the cookie.setValue to null and set path to null and set the set max age to 0, and finally response.addCookie added the cookie. So this is it for today's lesson, and I'll catch back to you with another lesson another day. Until then, goodbye everyone, and please take care.